This is unbelievable. If you missed that gem today, we just gave you a gift of laughter. Joining me now for some clarity, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Congressman, your response to Nancy Pelosi. Now it went from quid pro quo fizzle, bribery, absurd. Obviously, nothing was withheld. Then they say, well, someone overheard something in a restaurant. And now it's worse than Nixon. And they swing and a miss every time. Then it's worse than Nixon.
And don't forget climate. Each week will be something new. Yeah. Because each time they fail to prove anything. But it really goes to the core. I always wondered, why does Adam Schiff lie so much? I mean, why would he say, I have proof beyond circumstantial, lie about meeting with Glenn Simpson, lie about knowing the whistleblower, lie about the transcript? He wants to impeach this president so badly. I mean, they are afraid to face him at the ballot box, so they want to frame him. And that's what they'll continue to do. Whatever it takes to impeach this president, they'll start something new each day.
The reporting on the whistleblower, and we haven't confirmed this, but the reporting on the whistleblower out there has some very interesting associations with the deep state, yes, with the highest level deep state actors in the previous administration. And it certainly makes people wonder whether this was all a big setup from the beginning, whether it was a Patriot on the inside, a la Strzok and Page, and it's the new Strzok and Page, White House style.
How many different times have they gone after this president about something? This so-called whistleblower, whoever he or she is, only Adam Schiff knows, met with Schiff's staff before they ever met and became an attorney or to the IG, and when they met with the IG, they never told the IG that they met with the staff. And Adam Schiff sits there and says, oh, I don't know who
It was a disaster to choose him to do this. I'm sorry, it was a complete disaster. That was one of Nancy Pelosi's biggest mistakes, is shifting this over to Schiff. Congressman,
well, Nadler's pretty inept.
Yeah, Nadler's bad, but the Schiff isn't working. I mentioned this with the Nixon comparison, but Nancy Pelosi clearly gave the thumbs up or the green light for this new framing. It's like a framing a day, because everybody was repeating it today. It became very comical. Watch.
Let's remember what Richard Nixon did. At the very least, he kept it within the bounds of the United States.
Far more serious and far many more witnesses than Richard Nixon had.
Is Speaker Pelosi right that this makes what Nixon did look almost small?
It does. This is so much more serious than Nixon's activities.
Congressman, wasn't it an actual crime?
Yes.
At the center of Watergate?
And what's so ironic here is you have the transcript. We all know what is the evidence. We can all read it. And they bring person after person that wasn't on the phone call, that have never met the president, has never met Mick Mulvaney, and they think, well, it's how I feel. I just don't like the president. They're bringing somebody in tomorrow.
Who withheld aid for, I was saying, who withheld aid for 8 years? Obama.
Yeah. You know what the one expertise these witnesses have about Ukraine is that Ukraine is actually safer today with the Trump administration because he didn't send blankets. They sent actually a javelin that could stop a tank.
But the president tonight at his rally said Adam Schiff should be prosecuted for his comments on this. He's a thief, he's a crook, he's a corrupt politician. Frankly, he should be prosecuted. Got a huge resounding applause line there. What do you think about that?
I just think Adam Schiff, he's only focused on impeaching this president, so he'll lie about anything to get there. He auditions these witnesses in the basement. He's going to do more this weekend. He cherry picks who can come to the hearing. If you watch it, it's all about Adam. Adam gets the first 45 minutes.
You got a new OMB witness coming out, someone who is going to defy the White House's request not to appear. An OMB witness, I guess, who would be able to say something about why the money was frozen or released. Are you concerned about that?
No. Think of this. You have the transcript. It was in July 25th. It wasn't until August 29th, the end of August, did they even know that money was being held.
Early August.
September 11th, the money was set free. What did Ukraine do for the money to be set free? Nothing. So there is no crime. There is nothing wrong. And if this is taxpayer money, I want to make sure the president knows, yeah, is it being spent properly?
Do you think there's a chance they don't call the vote? Is there any chance? She sounded, no. So she's just talking.
This is what they're going to do.
She's just phony. It's just a more phony Pelosi.
They'll go one more week. Then we'll go on out for Thanksgiving. Then they'll have 2 more weeks and watch. They'll move the continuing resolution to December 20th, the week of December 16th to December 20th. They will vote on impeachment. and then they'll try to do USMCA or something on
right
drugs.
Before Christmas. Oh, we accomplished a lot for the American people. Oh,
they have not solved name me one problem this new majority has
I've done nothing for the working people, but you summed up the timeline well. This is going to be a fun, we're going to call it 20 days of impeachment, or how many days of impeachment?
But everybody should call their representative. Tell them what
they're not
think.
working for the people. They're working for themselves. Congressman, thank you for stopping by tonight. And he's become the